Take me out to left field. Give me a shot of Fireball. Give me some high fives from Mark Pena and a hug from Jeff Cross as we stand on top of the tables. Hearing the horns, that's a blast. For it's 1, 2, 3 shots from the cannon with the ladies of left field.
Hey y'all, it's game time with the ladies of left field. I'm Casey, back with Jordan and Katie.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all.
And we'll just jump right in here with our hot girl headlines. Mine's a little random. Well, not random for me, but random in the world of sports is probably not thinking about it. But this week is the WGM Phoenix Open for golf. And it's a tournament out in Arizona, in Scottsdale, and it is extremely fun. I have been once, and it is a wild, wild time. So even if you're not a golf fan, it's a fun one to tune into just to watch the 16th hole. Mm-hmm. It's just complete madness and fun. And they call it the People's Open for golf fans. And there's like hundreds of thousands of people that go to this golf tournament. It's craziness. So.
In case we went for Jackie's birthday one year, right?
Yes. So it was 10 years ago. We went for Jackie's birthday, and it was very fun. As I like to describe it, I think I don't remember if it was the Friday morning or the Saturday morning, but I was like, this is like the OU game on crack, because you could be like college girls, were rolling in fancily dressed up at 7 a.m. So I don't know if they were, just coming straight from their all-night party or what the deal was. But
who knows?
Yeah, when you first walk in, they have all this loud music playing, and and the food and the drink tents, and everything's just, it's just crazy, crazy, crazy. And then you just go a little more distance, and then you have to have a little more golf decorum. But on the 16th hole, you do not have golf decorum at all. You don't have to. And so if you're in the grandstand, and it's like you run when the gates open, you run to get there. And then it gets to where it's a, one in, one out kind of thing. So we did that on the Friday, which was perfect. And so it's a fun tournament. And it's still and that's really the tournament that I think of that really kicked off Scotty Scheffler's career.
Yeah.
About 3-4 years ago, when that was the first tournament he won, or the big tournament. And then he ended up winning it again. And so it was just kind of, so it's kind of like, on Super Bowl Sunday, I'm at least paying attention to what's happening on that, is instead of just watching 5 hours of pregame random stories that I, don't know what,
right,
what they've dug up that they haven't already dug up throughout the year.
Yeah.
So they can lead into keys.
Yeah, I was going to say, I guess I'll take it off. I guess with the biggest thing happening in sports coming up is Super Bowl Sunday, and it's the Patriots against the Seahawks. And I will say, like, every student this week is asking me, like, are you cheering for a team or not really? And I'm like, it's funny because I think these teams like bring exactly that. I don't really know many people who are like diehard Patriots or diehard Seahawks fans, at least in Texas. I'm sure they're up in the Northwest and the Northeast. But so I was like, not really. I don't really know who I'm cheering for. I don't really know how much I care. So I have not figured out that. But here's just a couple of, interesting things. So the buzz that right now with the Super Bowl is that the Seahawks are favored. The Seahawks have come out and played so well, all season, but these last playoff games have just been really dominant. So they're favored by about 4.5 points. Again, the Seahawks are also favored to win outright. So like money line. And then, so the Patriots are the underdogs. The total amount of points that they're betting they score is like 45.4. So that means like one team could score, like 21, and then one team could score, like again, 24. And so it's together that the team would score around 45.5 points. So that's interesting. So yeah, there you go. And 2 quarterbacks. I think it is a cool Super Bowl for like a quarterback situation. Drake May from the Patriots and Sam Darnold from the Seahawks. They're both former super high draft picks. So it'll be interesting. They've taken very different paths within the NFL. So to come together here at the Super Bowl will be interesting. The other big note is that all these rumors right now that the Seahawks are going to be sold after the season. So apparently, the Seahawks were owned by Paul Allen's estate, and he passed away. And so he asked, I guess as part of one of his things that he wanted to do is he wanted to it was his long-standing plan to eventually sell the team. And his sister is now the current owner of the team. I guess it was willed to her. But right now, apparently the Seahawks are being estimated at a crazy high price of $7 to $8 billion, which is just wild even in the world of NFL teams. And so all these rumors, everybody's they are talking about it. They're coming out saying we're not talking about it, but everybody's yes, they are. It's just all behind the scenes. And even Roger Goodell came out for the NFL commissioner and said we're not selling it right now. They're not going to sell it right now. But he did say based on the way of the ownership is, they will have to sell at some point. So anyways, it'll be interesting to kind of see what happens. It's just kind of crazy to think that a team as good as the Seahawks have been, somebody would want to sell them, but I guess it's time to make a crazy amount of money. So yeah. So anyways, the last little bit of the Super Bowl, and I don't know if you care, but it's the whole Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is the halftime show. Yeah. I love him. He won all the Grammys. He's highly entertaining. But then also Kid Rock came out and said he's going to do a alternate halftime show. If you're not into Bad Bunny. So, there you go. You get Drake May versus Sam Darnold, and you get Bad Bunny versus Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. Yeah, I was thinking about, I have such a hard time rooting for the Patriots, but I do like Drake May. So
that's where I am. I don't even know that I like Drake May. I just like Coach Brown, and I know that he played for Coach Brown.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point too. And
the connection.
I don't know. I have nothing against Sam Darnold. This is just kind of a mess. It's not even I hate one of the teams enough to root against them either. Now that Belichick.
Well, but I'm kind of I don't like the fact that, the Patriot people are we're going to this 10 Super Bowls and that. They're acting like they're the greatest, but that what's his face, the Barstool guy. Last week when they won, the championship, the AFC championship, he was just going on and on and on. And I was like, oh my God, stop, please. Stop.
I'm with you on that one.
I guess I'm a pre-Belichick and post-Belichick Patriots person. I hated them when Belichick was there. And then I feel it's just not the same team. So I'm giving them another shot to not be so freaking annoying. But they are being annoying, kind of. So, oh well. So my Hot Girl headline is that as of this release today, we are 1 week from baseball season starting, and I almost can't believe it because honestly, I'm looking at the calendar. I'm wait, it's already baseball time. I'm so pumped, but I'm also just shocked. It totally snuck up on me. So, yeah, baseball will be here. We got UC Davis in Austin on Friday, the 13th.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mark's looked up the weather forecast. He's feeling good about it.
Good. Because, y'all, this is kind of teeing up the discussion. The alumni game was not cozy from what I heard.
No.
It was not cozy. Casey got the worst of it. I think she had to work so long. I didn't come out until a little bit, and I was actually fine when I got out there. The sun was shining, and I wasn't out there for all that long. So I think if you were out there for, a long time, like Casey was working and Mark and them got out there early, then I think they were all just, frigid. Mark was feeling all right.
Oh, yeah. Shocker.
Love it.
Yeah. He was,
the man that didn't want to go was all of a sudden,
exactly. He's I'm not going to that. And then Saturday morning,
he gets out there and starts hanging out with his friends, and he's this is great.
Saturday morning, he's he had on enough clothing, and then he and then he was keeping his insides nice and warm with his beverage and things. But I was inside, like Katie said, for 2 hours doing a check-in for the Brave alum that showed up for our little alumni reunion lunch thing that for those that don't play in the game. And it was over there on that first base side. It's like a wind tunnel. And I swear it was 10 degrees cooler in there, 10 to 15 degrees with wind. So yeah, when I did get to finally go outside into the left field, it was like, okay. Initially, I'm like, oh, it does feel better out here. But I think I was still just so cold. I had no time there was no warm up area situation because Mark had was being pretty mopey and like miserable acting. And then he went and picked up PJ and then he came back and he's like, I feel so much better now. As he just, spent 30 minutes in a warm car.
Yeah.
So
that helps.
Yeah. But yeah, so I really, sadly cannot have one commentary on actually anything that happened in the game.
Yeah, I saw DC. We were like laughing because DC got a good hit and then he stole a base, and we were all like, "Oh my god!" I'm sure people are like, they're like, I forget who he's playing for now, the Phillies. Anyways, I'm sure they were like, "No, what are you doing? Don't steal or don't get hurt." Yeah. But then, the score was only what 2-1, I think.
2-1,
and it was all the current pitchers that pitched.
Both sides.
And that our pitchers looked really good, which is nice to hear.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
and we went. Katie and I went to the ladies' night on Friday night. Hosted by the One Fund, and the coaches get up there and do a little panel type thing. And I know you have coach speak, but they seem to be pretty positive. Schloss kind of was, he stays his like even keeled, and I'm not gonna say much, kind of, whatever. But the rest of them seem to have a pretty positive take on the team, and talking about our pitching depth for sure.
Yeah.
And then Tulo seemed like that the guys had bonded pretty well. So that was good to see. Or good to hear. And then they looked like they were having fun. The guys on the team were all there doing that fashion show again and stuff, and milling around and seeing their moms. And so they all seemed to be, doing
good spirits,
hanging out with people and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah.
Okay.
They were all pretty cute. You could tell they like each other, and they were giving each other trying to encourage each other to be silly out there as they were doing their little runway situation.
Yeah.
I think it was Thomas Burns who gave us like a little booty shake, and they were, of course,
A-Rod was the best though when he came out, and then he slid. He did like a head first, like slide down the middle on the floor.
Yeah.
So his was funny.
Yeah.
This was the most entertaining to me, at least.
Yeah. And then Ruger did his jump, like he did last year, the little, that you saw a ton of. And this year Ruger's got the stash going, but also like the long mullet.
Longer hair.
Stop. Does he really?
Oh, yeah.
He was wearing a cowboy hat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
He's living it up right now. And they were having a good time.
Oh.
And then we got a text because all the guys and the dads all went to Matt's when we were at ladies' night, and then they were going over to Nickel City. So they were texting me in case they're like, come over to Nickel City. And, so then we get over there, and a bunch of moms that were with us at the event came over too, especially Borba's wife and Bing's wife and just stuff like that. But they were hilarious. Kevin Bing, apparently was in a mood to pick up everybody. They said he might have had 3 knockout martinis with Phil. And we walk in.
He lifted us off the ground when we walked in and hugged us in. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey.
Oh, man.
Oh, my. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So the mustache is still stashing. And
oh, yeah.
Oh,
and then the long hair.
Longer hair.
That's my guy. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Ruger is living his best life.
Love that for him.
Yeah.
So
it was cute.
Fun.
Yeah, I love that game. I'm with Casey. It was fun. They did a cool. The coaches panel was cool for the ladies' night, and then they did a good players panel as well. And it was with a good amount of new guys. And that's what they talked about a lot. Is just that I think are really connecting. They feel like it's a really good team. They're just the amount of talent here is just different. And then they were just all talking about of course just the level of expertise and the level, of just everything is just at a different, as so much higher at Texas. So That's good. Yeah.
Cool.
That's fun.
I was looking through. I was trying to see. I've been in a, I know we talk about how I don't like basketball, but I've had quite a bit of college basketball for work. So I've been in like more locked in on basketball. So I was just looking at the roster now. So like the pitching staff looks like we brought a lot of guys back.
Yeah.
That's good.
That was one of the things that Max Wiener did say. He said when you have Thomas Burns,
Max Grubbs
Grubbs is back.
and
That's I guess
all coming back, and there's probably a few others, but that says a lot that they had the chance to go get in the draft and move on, and they wanted to stay.
Yep.
So they're
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bing back, Harrison, Volantis. Oh man, I'm excited to see him. Okay. So
there we go.
We should get Mark on next week for a baseball preview.
Oh, that's good. He would love that.
Yeah.
Look it now. I'll text him. Because like I said, I don't have like a great grasp on the roster right now. So I need a primer anyway.
There you go.
But okay. Well,
should we get into other around the horns?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, even though you said you have not been paying attention to basketball, I kind of have, more so. I mean, just keeping up with ourselves, but we tend to watch more basketball around here. If nothing else is on TV, Barn likes it. So, but the men are trending in a positive direction. With they had a big win on Saturday at OU with it being on the road. They were down like with 8 minutes or so. They were down by like 6, and then turned around and ended up winning by 10. Did not see that game, but it was like, got the, score update. And then it was like, Mark was the one saying, he goes, geez, when we looked at one point, we were down by 6. I thought, no way, we were going to lose because it was second half and all that stuff. And then we watched last night, and that one was tight almost the entire game, when I think, our players probably, they might have not been taking it as seriously as they should have, just because South Carolina's record is not that good. But that guy, Michi Johnson, like went off on us. And I swear in the second half, he'd make he was like shooting free throws every single time. It was like, if he didn't have a 3-point play, like, make a basket and then get fouled and, go that, we fouled him and he didn't make, and I was just like, my God, does anybody else touch the ball with, with this guy or this team? But at the end, we pulled away, thankfully. And they were really talking about that, we were kind of like with our win over Oklahoma, that whole quad 1 wins and all that stuff, that we were on they called it the right bracket.
Yeah.
The bubble. Yeah. And then we really needed to win that game last night so that it just didn't hurt our resume. It's not that it so much helped it, but we didn't want to hurt it. But now we're 500 in conference play. And, there's some chances now just to, and if they would just, if we get a little more defense, and when they play, like when they run like calm offensive plays, we're really pretty good. Or decent, much better than we were at like that Tennessee game that looked like, we didn't know what that, which we clearly were, out of control bad. But
agreed.
So have a little, I have, pretty positive feelings towards Sean Miller, thinking that, we're going, even if nothing, like this year, just get it stable and end on a decent note, and then he's gonna be able to make it turn around. When he gets more and more like his own fully, like, in here and establishing his program.
I agree. Case, I think I love to see this team like respond, and they are now responding to him, and so
he's not afraid to. He's not afraid to talk bad about him.
No, I know.
I can see some of his post game pressers that cracks me up.
Yeah,
yeah.
What was he the other day? We have this. Oh dang! I'm gonna have to go find it because he had one. We have
a virus called
yes,
fouling.
Yes, I love.
He goes, if you want to have the most fouls, just look to us. We are the problem. We have that.
Come play us.
Problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I know. I thought that was funny too. Casey and I were both like, "Oh, I like this. This, he's not holding back now." Which I think
not at all.
Yeah,
good. Not at all.
Well, and then on the women are looking great, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. They have a big game against LSU. You know, nobody likes losing to Kim Mulkey. So, and that is going to be, we have been played by the time this episode drops. It's on Thursday. So, I mean, it's at home, which is awesome. Moody has been packed for the women and just like so intense. I mean, like Vic has been talking about it, just like how amazing the Moody has been and the crowds have been. So that's awesome.
Oh, we need to get that one back because they're one of the teams that beat us.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I had a good game against OU on Sunday, beat them. Yeah. So we just the women need to kind of get this momentum, and keep it going. Get this win against LSU. So that'd be great.
Oh, that'll be fun.
What else?
Yeah, I was just looking.
Softball gets going, right?
Yeah.
Dang.
I know, normally, and again, it's been so. I also had a weird travel week. I ended up having to go. Y'all will love this. So I was in Miami for work, and I was supposed to come home for one night, and then go to Fayetteville, Arkansas, and then on to Chicago. Which, mind you, the weather difference there is 70 in Miami, and 15 with 16 inches of snow in Fayetteville. And the weather was supposed to be so bad in Charlotte that I didn't get to go home.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, showed up in Fayetteville. Luckily, I had a coat. But that is all to say, I have not been super dialed in yet. But softball, should be awesome this year.
Yeah,
I've been seeing some of their stuff on social. I'm excited for that season to just get going, so we know if it's if it feels like it could be a repeat of last year.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, like. And 14 games are supposed to be televised, so that'll be great.
Oh, that's
obviously
cool.
you can stream everything, but yeah, they got the first one that's on TV will be it's not for like a month, but it'll be against South Carolina. Oh, I may have to go. I was already planning on going South Carolina for baseball, but maybe I'll go for softball too.
Well, will they not have some on that like SEC Plus?
Everything will be streaming on the app. Yes, it's just like anything. It'll be on SEC Network or ESPN E2 EU type thing. But yes, no, everything should be on the app. And yeah, preseason number 1, like.
Well, and then that we have 5 players on the top 50 watch list for Player of the Year. I mean, that's pretty. That's impressive. Which also, then when you. 5, they're all returning. I mean, obviously, like Reese Atwood.
Yeah.
Malone,
I mean,
and Caden Henry and Katie Stewart. I just like, you're like, oh my God, our team is like stacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
That's awesome.
So I was like, Vivi Martinez is back. That was Leanne Good back again. Sit Lolly. Like, yeah. Similar to baseball, a lot of returning talent. That'll be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Something I had a thought and it just went away. So sorry.
It'll be fun to watch though. And then Casey, you also love our golf.
Yes, so last week our men's golf team ended up winning the tournament they played out in Arizona, and they won on the very last hole. And they ended up winning by 1 stroke. They went into that hole with I don't even remember who it was. If it was Arizona, whoever was ahead had a 1-stroke lead going into that hole, and that guy bogeyed, and then Tommy Morrison ended up birdie to win outright as opposed to just tying. So that was pretty awesome for them.
That is awesome.
Obviously. And then I just saw yesterday or today that Farrah O'Keefe, the tournament that the women played in over the weekend, or even yesterday that they finished up, that she won. She was the medalist. She won. And then the ladies ended up finishing second. So they're off to a very good start, clearly, in their spring season. So exciting for them. And they get to go to fun places like Hawaii and like a lot of warm spots that they're
smart with all this. Okay.
Awesome.
Well, that's fun. I feel like we're in like the last quote unquote slow week before everything starts up.
Yeah.
I agree. I know. I'm looking forward to a little bit more. I mean, this on the weekends, where did I go recently, y'all? Oh, Mark and I on Sunday after we went to open gym with PJ to have like an extra basketball practice, and then we went to Mama Betty's. It was like we sat in the bar and like Mark faced away from the TV. Me and PJ did face the TVs, but there was absolutely nothing on them. And then just one of those days when we were iced in, I think it was like when it was all better, and like I kind of wanted to get out of the house, and PJ did, and Mark was working. And like we went to Pluckers because I love their chips and queso. I don't know what it is. And I just wanted that. And we both sat there, and it was like, I don't know, like random basketball games were on. And of course, like the Pluckers TV is on. And I was like, what? This is so weird. I'm ready for more sports on TV. So yeah, I mean, you guys were talking about like the NBA is getting going. Some crazy trade just happened that one of y'all can talk about because I don't keep up with it. And then but baseball starts. Super Bowl. I mean, it's just we'll get revved up again, which will be good.
Yeah, speaking of that trade you're talking about, I guess the Mavs are now in just like, let's prepare for the future and build around Cooper Flag. Because I think it was an 8-person trade with the Wizards.
Okay.
But they traded away Anthony Davis. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wasn't super locked in on them, but Cooper Flag dropped 45 in a game a couple days ago?
Yes.
Right, Kate?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And
that's fun.
We watched last night, or we watched some of it until the Celtics pulled away. And it's like the Mavericks, I mean, granted, I don't know now who all they traded besides Anthony Davis, but everybody that's on that team, I mean, they've just been plagued with injury after injury after injury. It's not just Kyrie that's out. Derek Lively's out. PJ Washington's in and out. Gafford will go in and out. And so it's like just and it was, Anthony Davis was, out or whatever. And yet they still really try hard. They're not just out there they're playing hard and really trying. And they get some good wins. Like there was a few weeks ago they had won 4 in a row. And I was like,
Oh.
I mean, and granted, like the Celtics are 3rd in the East. So it's not like they're, loaded and good and prepared to, they're trying to play for the, go deep in the playoffs. So I'm hopeful that the Mavericks will get some things in place and things will go better for them next year.
Okay. To answer it was Davis, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum, and to the Wizards, and the Mavs get Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Malachi Branham, Marvin Bagley III, and 2 first-round draft picks, and also 3 second-round draft picks. So
yeah. Well, yeah, because those other ones, Exum, I do know. I've heard Exum playing, and I don't know about Hardy. Maybe I might have heard his name, but the other one that's not one that I hear a lot. So, because like Max Christie plays a lot, and I like him. So, yeah. So I was hoping that wasn't and I'm glad Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington, I like all those guys. So I was like, glad it wasn't any of those.
Casey knows all the scoop, thank gosh, about the NFL or the NBA.
Well, I just kind of and then it's kind of funny because then like having watched a little, I guess from that, a couple years ago when we were so good in basketball, and then just little bits and pieces, and I'll pay attention and then watching the playoffs, the NBA playoffs 2 years ago, I'll pick up on just different people. Like I'll remember like, oh, did that person used to play over there or whatever. I mean, there's a guy on the Celtics, and I couldn't tell you this guy's name, but he's like, and his head's shaved, but he was one of those kids that was on that school that beat Cade's team, that Cade Cole's team. High school playoffs, and it's crazy. I mean, I think he played at Arkansas, but now he's like in the NBA, and every time Barnes like, there's that kid, and I'm like, oh,
Really?
Because he scored like a basket like at the closing second. Cade's Liberty Hill had tied it or gone ahead by 1, and everybody's like frantically flipping out, and then that guy went down and slammed it. We were like, and then it was pure devastation. But
yeah,
so yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, looking forward to. Are y'all doing anything for the Super Bowl?
We don't know. We may go out to Barnes. Some of his high school buddies that we've gone to before. We didn't go last year, so we haven't really pinpointed anything down.
No, Jordan, are you doing anything?
I have a game that day, so I will be probably finding somewhere in Columbia, Missouri to watch the second half.
Yeah. What about y'all? I mean, it's like,
Sunday night, it's the same old thing. It's like
no,
Mhm.
it's like
Sunday
doesn't start
night,
till
nobody wants
5:30
to,
Sunday.
yeah, exactly. Doesn't start till 5:30. Nobody wants to like stay out all that late on a school night or a work night, and I don't know. It's just hard to.
Yeah.
So we have not talked about it at all, and so I don't think so.
Yeah.
Last little week for us, y'all. It's gonna pick up before we
Yep.
know it, and we're gonna be like, there's too many things.
Exactly, but that's all right.
Yeah.
All right, well, good. Okay, well, good talk, y'all. Can't wait to talk about actual baseball and maybe the Super Bowl. I hope it's entertaining. Like that's all. I
Yeah.
want.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Well, we will see y'all on left field.
Yeah, no time at all. The real left field.